Hi everyone, it is Herbalist
I'm Herbalists Leilah
and Herbalist Natalie, and we are going to be celebrating our 32nd year.
Yay! Can you imagine?
I know, right? In business. This Saturday, so the 21st, we'll be having a big celebration here like we normally do. And we've got some really great goodie bags that we've been putting together for the last 3 months. And some, of course, fun giveaways. We've got the raffles. We've got all different kinds of things.
Making teas.
Yeah, teas, cookies. We'll have treats. Somebody's baking these amazing meringues for us. So we've got some really fun things coming.
Yeah, and good conversations.
Of course, yes. And you're the most important part of our celebration, of course.
We'd love to see you.
Yeah, definitely. So I thought today we would just do a quick, last year we did a whole series of what it was like to be a female business owner in the 90s and open it. So I just thought we would do like a little, like something a little bit different over the next few days. Maybe we'll do a video every day with some different topics. So maybe today we could just do kind of like a quick review of how you became an herbalist, how I became an herbalist, and kind of how the business got started.
How I became an herbalist. It's
Yes.
a long story.
It is a long story. So we're going to try and keep these pretty short, like to maybe 5 minutes or so, or maybe even
Where
less.
shall I start?
Well, we could probably just start with your grandmother, who was an herbalist.
Yes.
And so we actually come from a long line of herbalists.
My grandmother
in
was an
Switzerland.
herbalist, so was my great-grandmother. They would always use herbs for healing. Those days you didn't go see a doctor unless, you're really, really badly injured.
And he would come to you, right?
Yeah, and he would come to us. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So things were very different. So my grandmother learned from her mom and so on and so. And my grandfather was a gardener. He was actually
Master gardener.
He was a master gardener. Yeah. So it's kind of in our lineage, and this is where I feel at home. And maybe I'll just go fast forward. When I was 17, I was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And I was hospitalized, and they gave me 6 months to live. So my grandmother came, and she says she's way too young to die at 17, and she says she's gonna come home. So she picked me up, and she started helping me. We went to see an herbalist.
She was also very religious.
Yeah, she was not religious, but she believed in a greater power. So at night, in the evening, she would pray, and she would read her Bible. And, she said, there's no way that you are going to be dying because
It's your time, not your time.
it's not my time. So anyway, she had an incredible faith that I will be fine. And she took me to an herbalist in a certain part of Switzerland. And he confirmed that actually I did have this illness. And he went in his backyard and he picked some herbs and he started making things for me. And when we went home, and my grandma would, make all these preparations. But then also, the interesting thing is, before we left the hospital, she wanted to know exactly what was wrong with me. And so she said, explain it to me at my level so I understand. And so she understood. And so in her, shall I say that? Yeah. So I had leukemia, and I was diagnosed with leukemia. And so the professor said she doesn't have enough red blood cells and too many white blood cells. And to her, it was so obvious that I needed more red in my life. So that meant that I had to eat red food. I had to wear red.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red, yeah, they call me Little Red Riding Hood.
What is
because,
that in German? Do you remember?
I don't remember, my gosh. I have to think about it.
Long ago.
Yeah, my head is English here.
Yeah.
And what was I saying?
More red in your life. Sorry.
Yeah, more red in my life. And everybody thought, this woman is crazy. We're talking in the 60s. She's crazy, but she had this great faith and nobody could move her. She believed what she was doing. And today, now, lo and behold, research has shown that when you wear red, it increases your blood pressure, it increases your red blood cells. And I'm here. So anyway, watching my grandma, how she was processing some of these herbs and how she was treating me, basically, was very intriguing. I learned so much from her. and her faith. And it was just beautiful. And so I decided to learn also about herbs. And so I did an apprenticeship in Switzerland. And so you get a diploma and you can work in a pharmacy and so on. So anyway, when I came to quickly forward. So when I came to America, I noticed that we don't have any herb stores here. Now I'm talking about, actually it was in Canada first, 70s and then 80s, no herb stores. When we moved to Phoenix, I discovered Gentle Strength Co-op, and they were in Tempe, and they had herbs. And I said, oh my gosh, I found my people. And so I volunteered there for quite a while, and then I decided to open my own place. And so I did, and it was very successful right from the beginning. And I had all the people that supported me. They were so excited. And then also had the skeptics come who, would say things to me that were not very nice. But it was in those days, And but anyway, it's 32 years later, we're here. We're here mostly, I must say, because my daughter, she decided to go to university in Tucson, and she was there for a while. And one day she called me and she said, she was crying, and she says, I don't belong here. I'm not learning anything. I'm not interested in anything, what they're teaching me. So can I come back home and come and work with you?
I think part of the problem is there were no herbal programs in the 90s. So it was sort of like an unknown thing.
Yeah. And
so the closest degree I could get was urban horticulture, which is kind of fancy for landscaping. And I tried transferring to a college, a university in Tempe, and it was the same thing. There were just no options other than nursing or doctor, which I didn't want to do either one of those.
Yeah.
And so that was sort of my dilemma. So when I came home, we found alternative colleges that I could go to. Mm-hmm. And so like Clayton College and Dr. Christopher's School and things like that. So I continued that way. But yeah, it was there was nothing available, nothing. And the internet was just starting.
Yeah.
So,
but you did a lot of research too, because you had issues with your own health.
Yeah.
And you learned so much from it. And but the other thing, not only she's very talented and she remembers so many things because so many things are different today. I mean, we have different illnesses, different diseases.
More research.
More research. And so, anyway, so she remembers those things where I'm still in the olden days, how we did things in the olden days.
But the olden days method is more effective. There's science and there's also practical. Mm-hmm. And so the old school way of herbalism is always build the body.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is accurate no matter, it'll transcend time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter when, but that's always a great place to start.
Well, also the old things are coming back. For example, I remember in
leeches.
1992, I had castor oil and the packs, and everybody thought it was weird. But then, some of the people are into this. They were very happy, but now it's so popular. Everybody's coming in for castor oil now because it works.
It comes back around.
Yeah. But one of the things that I'm so proud of Natalie is that she just took the herbs up to another level. I just thought I'd have a little herb store, just selling some products. No. She wanted to make everything. She's going to label everything, and just to guarantee the quality, because with the quality you have to know things. So so all the products that you see, she made these labels. She researched beautifully, and I'm so proud. I could have never done that.
Yes, you could have.
No.
Yes,
I didn't go to these art schools that you did.
That's your fault.
Yeah. So I started it, and she's continuing. And now I'm helping. I'm a volunteer.
You get paid.
Yes, I do. Yeah. I get free products.
Yes, there you go. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and I have fun. I can see you, and many people have been loyal to us since the beginning. It's just amazing. And even though we moved from Phoenix, we're up here now in Pine, every so often we have somebody come and say, I remember you. I used to come to your herb store, the herb stop in Town and Country. And it's just so nice to see people.
It feels nice. Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for heading the ship and getting us to where we are now. And we will do some more things over the next few days, kind of leading up to our big celebration.
Yes.
So thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you for asking us, because people always say, oh, I want to hear more of your stories. And I say, really? Are you interested? Yeah. So we're doing that.
Yeah. I'll get her to do more, I promise. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.